Faze Rug here.
What's up, guys? Faze Rug here.
What's up, guys? Faze Rug here.
Yo, what's up, guys?
Audio good, by the way? Just double check. Audio.
Guys, it's Faze Rug.
Alright, what's going on, guys? Faze Rug here. What's going on, guys? Faze Rug here.
Yo, what's going on, guys? Faze Rug here.
What is going on, guys? It is your boy Faze Rug.
What's going on, guys? Rug here. We gotta redo that, bro. I gotta get used to this. What's going on, guys? Rug here. Welcome back to a brand new video. Come on in. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be very hard to get used to not saying Faze Rug, but this is my first video that I'm filming after leaving Faze Clan.
In the title, I almost put Faze Rug. I'm not even trolling.
And today's gonna be an amazing one, but before we get into it, I kind of want to show you guys some stuff that I've done around the house. Shout out to my dad. He started renovating my house, so let me show you guys. So right when you walk in, we got the entertainment center right here. We got the black wall panel with the red lights. Papa Rug put some LED lights behind the new TV. The entire entertainment center is different right now, and it looks insane. What's good, bro? How are you?
Good, bro.
Good to see you, man. You're helping repaint some of the stuff in my house. Papa Rug actually just did this as well, and he put some floating shelves. You're gonna like paint around here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sick,
Yeah,
dude.
just up to the corner right here.
Did you hear about me leaving Faze?
Yeah, I did.
Bro, how crazy is that?
It was pretty heartbreaking. I mean, since I was watching you since I was a kid,
Yeah.
you joined Faze and everything. I'd watched the whole Faze movement all the way from New York.
No
They had the house in
way.
New York.
So you're an OG, bro.
Yeah, I'm an OG.
Dang. Like,
So basically, a fan is in his house working for him. That's impressive.
what did it like mean to you when you saw like everyone left Faze?
I mean, it was what I grew up with.
Yeah.
I mean, most of them had left already.
Yeah.
But I mean, you were the one I would watch the most.
Yeah.
So as soon as I saw you say your goodbye message, I was like,
Dude, it was like, wait, this is real.
I know. It felt like I
Yeah.
wasn't even like in real life right now.
Yeah. Hey, but I'm still Faze Rug technically. Well, not really, but like you can still view me as Faze Rug. That was literally 13 years of my career. So it's like I can't just like be like Faze is gone. Like people can still call me Faze Rug. So Faze Rug in your heart.
Of course, always.
Appreciate you, bro. Thank you for the support.
Yeah.
But yeah, guys, I got like the floating shelves right here, put some bear bricks, cause. Still trying to figure out what to put on the other shelves, but Papa Rug absolutely crushed it. I think he needs like a license for renovations. Like, I mean, he does it for fun,
Why?
but he can do it professionally, 100%. But guys, this right here, I never really show it in my videos because it's like my office, but we are renovating this as well. They're painting. Guys, we ripped the floors out. We had carpet in here, but I'm gonna do hardwood floor. They're repainting like the ceiling, the walls. You can see like some patches here because I've done a lot of videos in this room and we would like tape things on the wall all the time, and when we would take the stuff off the wall, it would rip the paint off. So we're completely renovating this room. Yeah, it's gonna look insane. Nice to see you. Yeah. Oh, of course. Yeah, let's do it.
Again,
Thank you.
a fan working in his house. I don't know. To me, that's like, it's not normal, but it's not like, I don't know. How would you guys feel, yeah, if you were a big content creator like Rug? I mean, actually, to be honest, if he should expect it. I can't lie.
If you need anything, water, anything, let me know, okay? All right, thank you. I think 2026 is a year of remodeling my house. I've been wanting
Bro,
to
this
do
guy's
it for a
got 30
long
million
time.
subscribers.
I always say I'm gonna renovate, but then I get
28,
super
sorry.
busy. But time management is my goal for 2026 as well. Is just being
Same.
better with my time. In
Same.
this room, as you can see, it's pretty empty. This is where I used to film my All Grown Up podcast, which doesn't exist anymore. I know people liked it, but it was just something that I wasn't
Faze Rug right here.
passionate about, so I didn't want to like
Let me see- let's
continue
see how
it.
many
I
times we can
think
see
what
the
I
word
want to
phase
do, because if you
in
come
this
into
video.
this room as well, it's another empty room, but it kind of has like a full kitchen. You know what I mean? Like it's beautiful. You don't want this room to
Does
go
the
to
logo
waste.
count?
My goal with this room is to tear this wall down right here. It'll be like a huge open space, and I want to turn it into a movie theater. Put the giant screen on this wall right here. It has a bathroom shower. It has the sink, and it has a full kitchen. kitchen. So I think this is the perfect movie theater room. So that's a project I'm gonna keep you guys posted on throughout the year. One more thing for 2026 as well is I do want to vlog more. I want to just pick up the camera, record my days, that OG style that a lot of you guys subscribed for, and still gonna be making the type of videos that I've been doing the past couple of years, but I definitely want to just keep doing more vlogs because you guys love them. Oh my gosh, dude, I forgot about this. The jersey. No matter what, like, FaZe will always be a part of my life, right? I've been a part of FaZe for 13 years. You know, you'll see FaZe logos all over my house. Like, you got the FaZe jersey right here. It's something that I'll carry on with my legacy forever. So I know a lot of people were thinking like, oh, what are you gonna do with all the FaZe logos? It's like, I'm gonna embrace them. Like, this is part of my journey, part of my foundation. So I'm still FaZe Rug at heart. You guys let me know in the comment section down below too. You guys think I should hang something on these black panels or keep it clean and just show the lights go down? Because Papa Rug said that he wants it to be clean and he doesn't think that there should be anything hung on there, but I
kind of agree, but that
looks
looks
cool with the LED lights going behind the picture. Guys, so I actually met him in 2017. So you weren't lying when you said you've been there since the start.
Yeah, 2018.
2018?
January.
Yo, you gotta show them, bro. Yo, you were literally a young kid in there. Wait, how old are you right now?
20.
20? No way, bro. That's so sick.
And then I met your brother like a year after.
Oh, you met the whole family. Look at Brandon's outfit, bro. That's so dope, bro. Thank you for supporting me and my family. That means a lot to us. Yeah, appreciate that, bro. Oh, bro, I forgot to show. We still got the Sports Illustrated up here. This is one of my major accomplishments in life, being on the cover of Sports Illustrated with some of the FaZe guys and Bronny and Kyler Murray. This will be up forever, 100%.
Oh, let's sit down to it. Let's look in.
Oh man, this is really happening, huh? Which camera am I looking at? Is it this one right here?
That one over there.
That one, thank you. As you guys know, I recently left FaZe Clan on December 27th, 2025 at approximately, hold on, I could actually find out what time I actually left FaZe. I left FaZe at 4:56 p.m. on the 27th of December. Something I honestly never expected that I would do in my whole life. I was part of FaZe Clan for 13 years and I'm 29 years old, so that's nearly half of my life dedicated to something that I truly loved. I guess the saying is true, all good things come to an end, and as sad as everything is, that's not what today's video is about. Today's video is about reminiscing on the good times, the good memories, and I want to take you guys on the journey from the very beginning all the way to the very end. And it all started in 2010 by a group of kids playing Call of Duty on Xbox. All they had was a controller and a dream, and they turned that dream into something that no one ever imagined how big this would actually be.
Can I get GG's in the chat? Because this is about to be some copyright music, I can tell.
I found out about FaZe Clan when I was in high school because I was a hardcore gamer. I would play every day, hours on end. My parents wouldn't be too happy about that, but I was a hardcore Call of Duty player, and specifically I would trick shot. And if you guys don't know what trick shotting is, it would be doing a cool trick with a sniper and trying to kill someone with it. So you spin off the top of a building and do a 360 or 2 spins, make it a 720 and try to hit someone. As crazy as that sounds, spinning in circles on Call of Duty is a part of where I am today.
It's true.
Anyone who was trick shotting back in the day, their dream was to join FaZe Clan, and I was just one of those people. FaZe was the top of the ladder. FaZe was that team that everyone wished to be in. Everyone's end goal with trick shotting was to join FaZe, and there was millions of people trick shotting with that one goal in mind: make it to FaZe. And I was just part of those millions. I was part of that community that really wanted to join FaZe, and I was determined. I was dedicated. I was playing Call of Duty on school days for 8 to 10 hours. Sorry.
I said on school days. That's how you know it was serious, bro. On school days, my mom used to take my iPad, bro. She used to take it, and she said, I can't see it until the weekend, bro. I'm telling you, it was dark, bro. It was dark. It was actually dark. If you had parents that were strict, you and school days would be fine for your careers. I'm telling you.
Mom and dad, the amount of times my Xbox got taken away, oh my gosh. It's crazy to think that maybe them taking my Xbox away could have, you know, not led me to be in FaZe, and I have no idea where I'd be today.
10 hours a day gaming is, to me, that's a full-time job. Seeing this, like somebody sitting in the room for 10 hours playing, it's in my nerve, like get out of the room. Don't stay in the room. You know, when you walk into the room, it smell like, you know, the heat, the food is just like, I can't take it anymore. Sometimes I just want to walk in and grab him, you know, from his neck and drag him outside. Yeah, 10 hours is a lot.
And he would go for a break 11:02, so don't forget that. It wasn't 10 hours straight.
So when you would hit trick shots, you would post it amongst the community, you would post it on YouTube in hopes that someone from FaZe would see this clip and keep an eye out on you, like, hey, this kid is pretty good at trick shotting. Let's see if he keeps hitting trick shots. Maybe we'll recruit him into the team.
So how was Brian as a kid? Very smart, always into gaming. Since he came out of my stomach, he was gaming.
Bro, this is deep. We're only 9 minutes in, bro. This is deep.
The controller from his hand.
when
Yeah.
he was born. No, Brian was very good kid. The only thing he used to do is cry a lot for no reason. They call him colic baby. And they say always those are the smart in the future. And he was approved to that.
So not only was there FaZe, but there was hundreds and thousands of other gaming teams that you would try to climb up the ladder to get closer and closer to FaZe. So I would be doing that. I would be joining different teams. I was in Synergy, I was in Era, I was in Dare, I was in Soar. I was in so many different clans, just trying to get my way up towards FaZe. So in 2012, I actually joined a team called Soar. I was Soar Rug, and Soar was known as the team that FaZe recruits from because Soar was the second best trick shotting team. So I made my way all the way to Soar, and I was like, yo, this is it. This is my time to shine. I gotta show out. So when I joined Soar, I joined in August of 2012. I went even crazier. I started hitting crazy clips knowing that these FaZe members are looking at people from Soar. I started hitting crazy clips, and one random Monday afternoon, November 26th, 2012, I got recruited to FaZe Clan.
Damn.
Growing up with Brian was really fun because we were only 1 year apart. We did a lot of the same things together, but if there was one thing that separated me and Brian is that he loved video games. As much as I love basketball, that was Rug with Call of Duty. Me and my brother would come home from school and I would run straight to the basketball court and my brother would run straight to his room so he could play video games. And I just remember he always had this dream of joining FaZe. I never knew what FaZe was, but he would always talk about it. And in my head, I'd be like, bro, what is this guy talking about? FaZe this, FaZe that, FaZe this, FaZe that. And then, yeah, he worked his butt off playing video games all day. It might have cost him some bad grades in school. It might have cost him some arguments with my parents. It ended up working out though, because he joined FaZe and made a whole legacy for himself. So
it was a random Monday afternoon. I came back from school. It was actually a pretty bad day. You guys might think I'm crazy for remembering all of this, but this was one of the biggest moments of my life, and people around me didn't really understand what FaZe was as much as I did. Hopped on Xbox. I got an invite from another FaZe member. His name was FaZe Twist. So he invited me to a game. I was like, oh shoot, I'm about to play with a FaZe member. That's sick. Then he invited FaZe Seabass, who was one of the leaders of FaZe at the time and the person who recruits people. He was known to recruit people, and I was like, oh my gosh, FaZe Seabass is in the lobby right now. What the heck? And we were playing Black Ops 2. If you guys don't remember, on Black Ops 2, you can create your own custom emblems on your title card. So if you look at your name, you can have a custom emblem. Dude, I don't know why I'm like tearing up, but it's because of like excitement. It's like just reminiscing that moment and remembering that time. I clicked on Seabass's name. I hovered over his name, and his emblem was a FaZe logo with Rug written on it. He didn't even say anything, and I was like, oh my gosh, am I about to get recruited into FaZe? I cannot believe this. He hops on the mic and he was like, yo, let's get a full FaZe 6-man. And I'm like, am I in FaZe? And he was like, yeah, go change your gamer tag. In that moment, I screamed. Joining FaZe is like getting accepted into your dream school, I would say. Like your dream college, getting that letter. That feeling when you're a kid joining FaZe Clan because you worked so hard to get there, it's equivalent to that. I ran downstairs because my parents were downstairs cooking, and I was like, I joined FaZe, I joined FaZe, I joined FaZe, I joined FaZe. And they're like, what the hell is FaZe?
I don't know what FaZe Clan is back then.
I didn't want to hate on the parents,
one
but I knew they didn't know what FaZe was, bro.
thing. Brian comes jumping from upstairs to downstairs and I joined FaZe Clan, I joined FaZe Clan. And I remember till that day, I said, who the hell's FaZe Clan is?
I remember. We looked at each other. I go, what did he achieve? What did he do? Did he become a doctor or something?
No, I said, Dad, you don't understand. I don't understand. Make me understand. It's FaZe Clan. You don't. I said, okay, whatever.
And I'm like, no, you guys don't understand. You'll never understand. Like, I just joined the greatest team in the world. And like, guys, at that time, they didn't understand what anything meant. They had a path for me in their mind for what they wanted me to do as a career. It's a standard thing, like for when your parents are immigrants, you know, like they just want you to follow that college path and becoming a doctor or a lawyer. So trying to explain this to my parents was one of the hardest things of my life. And once I joined FaZe, that's where the journey really began.
Hey guys, FaZe Rug here, and today I'm bringing you my top 10 favorite clips. What's up guys, FaZe Rug here, bringing you a brand new series called Same Class, where our party puts on the same class as everyone else, and we play until someone hits like a really sick kill cam. Look at it guys, the FaZe Scuff controller.
I think the moment I realized it was a big deal that my brother joined FaZe was the first day it happened when he was running around crazy like a maniac all around the house. There's that. The first time we were out in public and someone asked him for a picture and I was like, wait, this is from like video games, from like being in FaZe?
Just a couple weeks ago, I went to a Clippers game in LA, and I got recognized by two people there, which is amazing, like at the front of the door, and like they came up to me, took a picture with me, all that stuff, and I was like so happy, so excited. It's just a crazy feeling.
Like it was so confusing to me, but then I just watched my brother, I don't know, just grow bigger and bigger, and like obviously starting at the bottom of like a newcomer into FaZe to eventually climbing all the way to the top and becoming the biggest FaZe member in the clan. It was crazy, but yeah.
So after joining FaZe, it was very important that you stay as active as possible. And what I mean by active is you gotta still be hitting trick shots. You gotta stay up to standard because there's a chance
Now I
you
think
can
about it, I never really thought about it. Like when you join FaZe Clan, surely there's some like rules and regulations you have to follow. Obviously, there's like nowadays there's contracts and whatnot, but back in the day, when they were actual children, like I wonder what the thing was.
kicked from FaZe if you're inactive. After joining, I was still playing as much as I did before. Parents still didn't really understand it, but I would tell them, please, like, let me game. I cannot get kicked from FaZe. Like, there's times where you can like not hit a trick shot for a week or two, and in your head, you're like, oh my gosh, I could be getting a text from the leader very soon that I'm kicked from FaZe. So you gotta keep grinding. One thing that a lot of FaZe members did is when they joined FaZe, once they graduated high school, they would go off to college and leave FaZe in the past. Like they would actually leave FaZe, because to a lot of people back in the day, they kind of saw FaZe as an end game. Like they would see it as like, hey, like I made it to FaZe, I completed this journey, now I get to move on with my life. Like I did it. It's almost like FaZe was a video game and FaZe was the final boss, and once you make it, it's like, okay, it's completed. But I had a different vision for FaZe. I didn't see it like that. I didn't see it as like, oh cool, I made it to FaZe, now I could just go live my real life. And guys, I think I was more than right. Like I just felt something about FaZe that it wasn't the end. When I joined it, it felt like it was the beginning of my career.
When he said he's joined the team, he said, Dad, I'm gonna make so much money. I said, of what? Of playing games? He said, Dad, yes, you're gonna see. And I said, okay. And then the first month he got paid, I remember it was like $1,000 or $3,000.
Yeah, below 5,000.
Something like that. And he said, Dad, I made that much. I said, okay, that's good. But he said, Dad, this is the beginning, and wait, this something big is gonna happen. So we believe it now.
Yeah, we believe it now.
Some of the first members that I met were Apex, Rain, Fakey. I had a lot of OG friends when I first joined, and Adapt, who joined 1 year after me. I was already friends with him before I joined FaZe, so I instantly just became close to everyone when I joined. And FaZe to me, how FaZe was to everyone else, was a family. That's what this was started as, and that's what we believed. Apex and Fakey were actually some of the first people I actually met up with in real life because they lived pretty close by to me. They lived about an hour and a half away. We planned a weekend together where we all just met up and made YouTube videos.
Guys, FaZe Rug here, and I'm finally at FaZe Fakey's house like I said I was gonna be.
This is like 10 minutes into our weekend, boys. You don't even know.
Rug, I have faith. Oh my god. Rug, you are gonna hit this. Rug. Oh my god. Rug.
I killed him. I couldn't take it. Like,
mind you, at this time, my parents were still confused about the whole thing. When I would tell them I'm gonna go meet up with my Xbox friends in real life, my mom and dad are like, no, you're not gonna meet up with random strangers. Like you just met these people online. Like, you know the horror stories that come out of that? Like, and I'm like, no, trust me. Like, I actually remember this. My mom called Fakey's mom before we linked up to like make sure it was real and make sure that, you know, I'm not gonna go and, you know, get kidnapped or something. I was about 17 or 18 years old, so of course, like, I was still very young. My mom approved it, made sure that it was legit, and yeah, went up there, had a great time.
Okay, so when Brian joined FaZe and he needed to travel places, probably was the first time he was leaving the house. I would worry sick, like, did you land? Who are you with? Send me a picture. Text me if you get to the hotel, before you go to sleep, when you wake up. And then I got numbers of some of the FaZe moms and we would be in contact. At first it was hard and then I got used to it.
Thinking of my little brother traveling, you know, all across the United States to meet up with random strangers that he met on the internet, it was scary because as an older brother, you want to protect your younger brother, and social media back then wasn't what it is now. Now I feel like it's more normal to be like, yo, I met this friend on the internet, I'm gonna fly to his state.
Just because it's more normal doesn't mean it should be more normal. Let that sink in.
To meet him. But before, like, it wasn't normalized, so it was kind of scary. I know my parents were really worried every time my brother got on an airplane. In our culture and like how we grew up, my parents, like, it was hard to even let us go down the street to hang out with our friends from school. Once again, luckily it all worked.
Man, shut the fuck up. Alright, Cam. So this guy's changed his name, and he's coming to my chat thinking he's the boss. Hold on. It can't be Cameron. Oh my gosh, it's Cameron. So he actually has changed his name, and he's now feeling different. You know, I hear it, bro. You know, you go ahead, bro. Be yourself.
And, you know, it turned my brother into who he is today, which is, you guys already know.
I do remember my parents still wanted me to go to college. And at first, I was like, I don't want to go to college because I'm grinding on YouTube now, guys. Because once you join FaZe, you have a lot of traction around your name. Like, this is your time to really blow up. This is your time to take advantage of being in FaZe. You have all these eyes on you. What can you do with that? And I was very determined to do just that. I was determined to upload a lot of YouTube videos. I was streaming Call of Duty at the time. I was doing whatever it takes to just keep blowing up. And I remember I was still going to college because I didn't want to let my parents down. They wanted me to, you know, start with college, and I went to a community college for a few weeks, and the workload was getting too much. It was getting in the way of my YouTube stuff. I had a serious talk with my parents. I sat them down, and just to be transparent with everyone, at this time I was making, I would say, around like $8,000 or $9,000 a month while I was still in college.
Wow,
that's a lot of money. I was telling my parents, I'm like, listen, if you let me take one semester off, just one semester off, I will prove to you guys how this can be a career. I will prove it.
So when Brian came and say, Mom, I don't think I'm gonna continue going to college because I really like this. As a mom, and every mom will understand, you get upset. You think, where is this gonna do? This is not the future. To us, who was school is the future, becoming a doctor, lawyer, engineer, that's the future. But nowadays, if you have a dream and you follow it, that's your future. I realized that this guy is insisting on playing game and making it in life, and he did it. So he had a dream and he followed it. So I said, okay, we cannot stop him. Maybe college is not for him. I'm not saying for everyone to leave college, but for him, that was his thing. And he did great, and I'm proud of him.
I spent so much time, energy, and effort and really explaining to them what this internet stuff really is and how it can be in the future. And I was right. Like, just, I trusted my gut. I knew what it was going to be. I trusted the vision with FaZe. I trusted myself a lot because I knew this is what I loved. I knew I wanted to make content. I knew I wanted to entertain people. And once I took that semester off, my life started changing very fast.
Good job to him. He defied the odds, because I remember everyone in the family was telling him, like, if you want to do YouTube, do it on the side, but stay in school. And he chose his own path, and it worked out. So props to him.
Guys, my community college is right here, San Diego Miramar College, and the middle school I went to was directly across the street, right there.
So this guy just didn't
I've been
travel.
to that middle school a lot for YouTube videos, and college. I think I've been here like 2 times for a video, but wait, that's parking permits. Guys, I forgot how this college thing goes. No longer accepting coins. Darn it, I had like 20 quarters right now. Where did I used to park? Okay, oh my gosh, I remember this memory, bro. Oh my gosh, I remember this memory. I remember I had a test, and I was parked in this parking lot right here. And I remember it was 2014, and I was listening to the song Lifestyle, banger song, Generational. And I remember I was sitting there studying for this test, and I'm like, I don't want to do this. Like, I really, like, I don't want to do this. Like, so I just started getting inspired. I was listening to the song. I was like, my YouTube channel's popping off. Like, I don't want to do this. I remember there's a line in the song, that's why I brought it back up. Young Thug is like, they want to know how I got M's when I didn't finish college, or something like that. And I'm like, damn, I want M's without finishing college. Over there is where we used to play basketball. It's like an indoor gym.
By the way, their colleges are university.
And then there's a swimming pool over there. I used to go for elementary school, because my elementary school's like somewhere over there. We used to walk and take swimming classes. Is that normal? Because when I would tell people that I had swimming classes in elementary school, they're like, what school did you go to? You know, when you're in, 12th grade, 11th grade, 10th grade, you have people your age in your classes. In college, I remember like my first day, there was like older people in my class, like there was like 30, 40-year-olds in my class, and I'm like, oh dang, like this is the new normal. Like, there's people that take their time to go to college, and that's totally fair. Like, everyone has their own path, so some people start college a little later. But it was just crazy to me that I'm like, oh shoot, I'm like this 18-year-old kid, but there's like a 30-year-old in my classroom.
Like, people are gonna think you're back here because you're out of phase now. You're going back to college.
Wow, bro, campus definitely has changed for sure. I really forgot my way around here, but then again, I was only here for 2 weeks. I won't forget that conversation with my mom and dad though. Like, I actually feel what I felt 12 years ago when I was here and I didn't want to be here. I feel it right now, and I'm just like, I just knew this wasn't for me.
Dude, this is a nice college.
Yeah, and it's a community college too.
Wow.
Like, it's actually nice. Oh, I remember I did a video a long time ago where I gave out Apple Watches to students. I would ask them for the time and then surprise them with an Apple Watch. Oh, another crazy thing about college that blew my mind, if you don't show up for school, your teacher is not calling you and saying like, hey, why aren't you at school? Like, they don't care. Like, it's up to you if you want to go in and use those resources to grow and learn and pass college. Like, if you choose to miss school, that's on you. You can kind of relate it to YouTube, because if I don't want to post, I don't have to post, and what would happen? Like, slowly my career would go down. It's up to me to carry this on. Close for winter break. Whoa! December 20th through February 1st. That is a long break. Very powerful to be back where I was and making that ultimate decision, because, if YouTube didn't work out, then I would be a little bit behind in college. So it was definitely a risk that I was willing to take, and thank God it worked out. Guys, just for the throwback, we're gonna be listening to Lifestyle in the parking lot of my community college. This is the line that I was talking about. They want to know how I got M's and I didn't finish college. I gotta just listen to that.
I honestly remember that.
After Brian joined FaZe, I realized how big FaZe is. When he started telling me, Dad, I have to travel to places to play game and stuff, I said, really? He said, yeah, it's as a team, we have to go to other state, go in the tournament, do this and this. And I said, oh, wow, okay. And I remember I took him to like 2 trips. It was serious. It was serious.
Yeah, especially when not too many people joined the FaZe clan. So he said one of the like 20 or 25 people in the world. So we thought that's really a big deal. And we started introducing ourselves to FaZe clan.
So FaZe, you guys all know, was known for gaming at the time, and I felt like I reached the limit of gaming. I was at like my max viewership for my gaming videos. I think I was averaging around like 50 to 100,000.
You necessarily want to sleep before you eye them like you smoke ganja.
So you've come into my room to tell me to go to bed. Thank you for the advice. Yeah. Incredible.
Views a video, which is insane from gaming, but I felt like I couldn't break anything past that because I was like, wait, I think this is the limit for my gaming videos right now. This is how many views I get per video, but I want to take it to the next level. Like, I have a great opportunity in my hands right now. I have more time on my hands now that I'm not in college. What can I do? And that's when something hit me where I wanted to start creating more lifestyle content rather than just gaming. So I thought of a prank because at that time, prank videos were hot on YouTube, and I would watch, you know, Roman Atwood, FouseyTube, Vitaly, and I was like watching their pranks and I'm like, dang, like this looks funny. Like I have a large family, as you guys all know, like not just my mom, dad, and brother, but I have tons of cousins. We all grew up together, and I was like, wait, like I could just put my family on camera. I could start vlogging. I could do stuff like that. And I think that's the path I wanted to take. So I thought of a prank on my mom. I'm sure you guys all know what I'm talking about. It's an iconic prank. I can't say the name of it, but I'm gonna call it the salt prank. Blew up.
Take it off now and give me an explanation now.
Of what? Of
you
what?
Gotta give me an explanation to this or else.
Of what? Mom, I'm trying to record a Call of Duty video.
Listen to me!
I remember seeing 1 million views in 7 days. I gained at least 100,000 subscribers in that week. Mind you, before that, I think my channel was at like 400,000 subs. So gaining 100,000 subs in a week from that prank was mind-blowing. I was like, oh my gosh, this is it. This is my breakthrough. I want to continue doing pranks, and I want to do vlogs as well. So I started picking up the vlog camera even more. I would film my days. Like I would do basic videos just showing how my life was, like showing my dog Bosley. Bosley was in a lot of my vlogs. Rest in peace to the goat. I would have my mom and dad. My brother started making appearances in my videos. My cousins started making appearances, and it just took off from there. Like I started gaining so many subscribers and so many new fans that weren't part of the gaming community. They weren't part of what I first built. People started subscribing for my vlogs and my prank videos, and I'm like, oh shoot, like
I can say I did subscribe for the pranks and the vlogs. I will be honest.
This is a whole different audience.
Having a camera rolling pretty much 24/7 in our household, I personally didn't mind it. I enjoyed it. And then I was able to be in his videos and go and read the comments that people would leave. I know it could be a little stressful to some other people, and I know some people don't like the camera, but luckily me and my parents as well, we embraced it, and we enjoyed when my brother would vlog. But it was definitely different growing up. Like pretty much everything we did was on camera and posted to the internet, which is not normal for other families and other people. So something I love most about my brother filming all those videos is that when we get older, we can always look back on those moments, and those memories will forever be lived on. Like you guys know how cool it is when your parents will bring out like a baby picture of you or like an old memory of themselves going on their first date or something, and it's really cool. Well, now thanks to my brother, we'll always have those memories. So I think it was good.
I remember while doing these videos and posting them, I was also getting a lot of hate from the gaming community because people are like, yo, why are you not gaming anymore? We subscribed to you for gaming. So I remember I was stuck. I was like, dang, I want to satisfy the gaming community, the people who subscribe to me for gaming videos, but I also...
And that's one thing you have to remember, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. When you're getting into this space, when you're getting into stuff like this, you have to remember, you cannot satisfy everyone. It's just true.
Also, I'm getting 10 times more views on these other videos, and at that moment, I was really enjoying the vlogs and pranks so much more than gaming. I almost like didn't want to game anymore because I'm like, wait, this is the new path. Like I'm blowing up because of this, and I'm actually loving it. And I knew, I was like, wait, this is the path I want to take. So I remember there was an uncomfortable moment for me where I was posting gaming videos to satisfy my gaming fans, but then obviously still posting the IRL vlogs and pranks to satisfy those fans and start blowing up even more. I was doing that for a while until I came to a realization realization where I'm like, Brian, you can't satisfy everyone. You can't make everyone happy. Do what makes you happy. And the rest was history. The year is 2015. I'm doing my own thing in San Diego. My channel is popping off. And at the same time, FaZe created the first ever content house, and in my own non-biased opinion, the most iconic content house in the world, FaZe House New York. So simultaneously, I'm going crazy in San Diego, still representing FaZe Clan, whereas the FaZe guys all moved into one house.
Oh yeah, he's never been in a content
Tico,
house.
Blaze, Adapt, Banks, and Temper.
Because I actually have a pretty huge announcement that I'm making.
A lot of people were confused with my involvement in FaZe at that time. I was in San Diego doing my thing while the FaZe guys were all in one house creating content together. There were some times where I felt a little bit excluded from FaZe because I did want to move to the New York house at some points. Things didn't work out, and I would say that that worked out more in my favor, and it was a blessing in disguise.
Wait.
So while I was in San
You know, I noticed as well, because what's it called? I started watching him when the second FaZe house, the one where like Fortnite just came out and all of them were playing it, right? So I was watching around that time, and I remember seeing FaZe Rug, right? And I genuinely thought FaZe Rug wasn't real. I thought he was like someone faking to be in FaZe Clan because he wasn't in the house. True story.
San Diego creating content. I was still representing FaZe. Everyone in FaZe was my friends. I would go to visit the New York house every now and then, and those times were some unforgettable memories that will be locked into my brain forever. It gets brought up to this day. One person that did motivate me a lot was Rain. Rain, I would say, was like a pioneer for FaZe. He was uploading 3 videos a day at one point. He was one of the most consistent people in FaZe, and I was so inspired by that I wanted to do that. I was like, yo, like, you're doing it here at the New York house. I want to do this at home with my family. Seeing all the FaZe boys in the New York house putting content out every day with each other motivated me so much to just keep pushing and keep making my own content down in San Diego. And I would say that played a big factor in my career.
So when Brian and I first got together, Brian was on his daily upload grind. I would come over to his house, we would hang out, and he would make me leave because he was embarrassed to film in front of me at first. He would film, edit, upload, and then say, hey, you can come over now. So he took it so seriously, and from that, I knew that like this guy had the work ethic and grind and like hunger for this. So I knew he was just gonna keep growing from then on. And when I started to see, we would go places, we'd go to the mall, and he'd have like decent sized crowds, but it's grown into something so much bigger. I'll never.
Excuse me? Where's my bit rate? No. You're going. What?
Never forget, we also went to like Knott's Berry Farm, one of our first big outings, and we're like holding hands. I remember like a mob of people just following us the whole entire time, and I'm like, wow, this guy has like really made it somewhere. He wasn't even where he is now.
Guys, we're pulling up to my childhood home. You could see it on the corner right over there. That giant tree we're about to turn.
That was his old house?
A lot of memories there. Sadly, we can't go inside the house because it is currently occupied, but we can see it from the outside. Wow. Guys, I joined FaZe Clan in that house. I can't believe this is literally the house where I would come home from school every day, drop my bags in the garage, and just go up and play for 8 hours. I feel like this is equivalent to like the FaZe house in New York. Like when you see this house, you almost get that same feeling of like nostalgia and reminiscing on like all the good memories. I remember I had my Range Rover. Oh, I have a picture. I think I was standing right here. I was looking at my watch like this, and then in the background was like my Range Rover, and I think my brother's i8. I think the people that live here know it's my old house, but obviously I don't want to just pull up with a camera.
I think it would make the best video if you went and knocked on the door.
I think it would as well.
Yeah.
Wait, so what do I say? Like, hey, I used to live here. What are they gonna say? Like, cool story, bro? Like who are you?
Yeah, at least you tried.
Hey, we tried. If we walk around the side, you could actually see my room. And I think that'd just be cool to see. Me leaving FaZe almost sounds like retirement. Like, oh, Rug is like done. But it's obviously not. It's a new beginning. Me doing this just makes it feel like.
I just want you all to remember this guy is almost 30, if not 30 already.
Like, it's like, dang, like, is this the end? But it's not the end. It's the end of an era. What up? How are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm good. Good to see you. That's one of my neighbors.
How does it feel to not be in FaZe?
He knows. We're actually recording like a mini documentary right now about it.
Yeah.
I'm very sad about it.
This is an hour.
But I think just being in FaZe for 13 years was like a huge part of my life that I'm gonna cherish forever.
Yeah.
So it definitely feels sad, but it's you know, it's just the start of a new era right now. Oh, I have so many memories like in the backyard of my house. We're getting close to it. I honestly just miss the town. Like, I miss Mira Mesa. I miss the era of living here because that era was obviously like where my YouTube career started. So a lot of memories every time I drive through Mira Mesa, and I do come here often because I still have family members that live here. So every time I come here, so much nostalgia hits my brain, and sometimes it gets me emotional because I'm like, dang, I miss those times, but just glad I got to live them. Can't really see in the backyard, but that's the backyard of my house. That right there, that window to the right is where my old room was, and that's the room I joined FaZe Clan in. The window right there was the loft. That's where Bosley used to sit all the time and watch the cars all over here. That was his favorite thing to do. I love coming back to my old childhood home. I come here pretty often just because I'm very like grateful for where I'm at today, and it's just super cool seeing where I started on to new beginnings. My favorite memory from the FaZe House, New York, one of them, I wasn't even there, but it became one of the most iconic clips in the world, and it was FaZe Adapt, and I love it. And I love that, and I love that, and I love it.
I love that. I love everything. I love that. I love that. I like that. I love that. I love that so much. Like cameras, different kind of cameras. You know, I love that. I love that. I love that so much. Like, dude, I love that. I love that. I love that so much. Just cameras and different.
Yo, why is he straight bugging,
Shout out my boy Adapt, bro. That was the funniest clip. Shout out to Tico and Rain for filming it, bro. Like, if it wasn't on camera, bro, I feel like times wouldn't be the same right now. All right, guys, I'm here with one of the FaZe founders. Like, you are an OG.
Did my stream just crash? Hey, you caught me at a perfect time, man. Yeah, I'll ban you. Hey, next time you come into my chat with some BS. Yeah. Did it crash? It said unstable.
Yeah.
Is it stable? Like. Okay.
Remember you from a little guy when you started the pranks and everything. Look at him, he's still going.
Bro,
the
I'm
only
still
man
going.
that has not stopped other than Jev.
How did you end up becoming a part of FaZe?
I got lucky, guys. I joined FaZe very early in its history. I joined FaZe before it was even a year old. So I joined in March 2011. You know, FaZe had like 60,000 subscribers on YouTube. Honestly, Rug, I just spammed the FaZe YouTube channel all day with comments and messages, and I was sending my montages, I was sending all these clips, and I was just trying my best to get in, and I made it onto a top 5 plays. And then after that, I got recruited.
You were recruited by, who was it at the time?
FaZe Temper.
Oh, it was Temper. Okay.
Yeah, I was 14.
That's actually crazy. And you're 29 now? Yeah, pushing 30. So you were part of the
more than pushy, bro. You knocking on that guy's door.
Iconic New York house, of course. Like that, I believe, was the first content house ever, right?
I think so. A lot of people say that. I think we were the first like group of YouTubers that fully focused on YouTube that moved in together.
One memory that pops to mind from you is the free.
Hey, dude, you want to join FaZe? Welcome to the house. Come on in. Move in.
Are you
You want
serious?
free Scuff, Xbox, Gamma, anything you want.
You're kidding.
Free.
Bro, that was the funniest thing ever. I wanted to ask you, like, what your favorite memory in the New York house was.
You know what's so funny? That free moment was like, I was upstairs like editing a video, rendering, and like Rain was like, can you just come down really quick for my skit? If you watch Rain's original video, like the second I do the free thing, I sprint back upstairs. It's like, dude, it was like, I didn't even want to, you know, I didn't want to be in the video, but like I was like in the middle of trying to get my video up, and it just turned into such a legendary, that's what's so nice about environments like that. Like anything could turn into a legendary moment. When I left, I moved out in like the summer of 2015 because we were supposed to move to LA.
Yeah.
And it just took really long. So because it took so long, I came back to visit. I did like a surprise visit. And I just remember, like, I woke up Blaziken when he was asleep, and I woke up Tico, and they were just both so genuinely, like, excited, you know, to see me.
Fast forward after the New York FaZe house. This is where FaZe became a lifestyle. The FaZe guys all moved
is
to
the
LA.
stream good? Bro, I'm seeing stuff I shouldn't see. Do I have to hit fix on my thing? Hold on. I'm gonna have to hit fix. I haven't opened this in so long. There we go. Connect to control. Let me just fix this real quick, because apparently fix, fix. Quick snap, everyone quick snap. Alright. Hopefully everything's good.
There were different houses, there were different mansions that they were living in, houses in the hills in LA. FaZe started doing big time collaborations with Juice World, Lyrical Lemonade, some of the biggest brands that you wouldn't even imagine. Snoop Dogg ended up being a part of FaZe, Bronny became a part of FaZe. We were on the cover of Sports Illustrated. I mean, at this moment, FaZe was just going crazy. This is around the time I started wearing designer clothes more. I started going up to the Clout House. I was feeling a little different. I got a Lamborghini at the time. I got my Range Rover, meeting all the guys in the Clout House.
Alright, 20 like 16, 17. What was our goals in life, bro? Look, bro. And you know what's like, bro, you see what he's wearing? This was average drip. And it's so sad, bro, because what happened to us, bro? What the hell happened? Skinny jeans and a Gucci hoodie with Jordans? That's not
Lamborghini at the time. I got my Range Rover, meeting all the guys in the Clout House. You guys already know Clout House was another iconic staple on the internet. This was a different time era. This was something you can look back on and be happy that you experienced that.
I went with Brian to one of his first pop-ups. That was one of the most insane things I have ever been to. There was lines and like miles and miles long, people chanting Brian's name. And not only that, like Brian gave everybody a name. People were there screaming, Mama, Papa Rug, Brawadis, Jessica, Kaylin, Stephanie, like all kinds of people. They were yelling everybody's name. He took this to a whole nother level.
Things were actually evolving so much around this time because Call of Duty was the main game. Everyone knew FaZe for Call of Duty, but during this time era, it was Fortnite. Jarvis, Tfue,
this is when I started
Kaz, High Sky, like we had some crazy Fortnite players in FaZe.
High Sky was the youngest member, I'm pretty sure, bro. It was insane.
And, you know, we just had to keep up with the new era, the new time. Fortnite was popping off, and FaZe and Fortnite was going crazy. Even with me, I would play Fortnite all the time, but I wanted to also incorporate it in my lifestyle type of videos. So I want a game of Fortnite underwater. I want a game of Fortnite in a movie theater. I even rented out a baseball stadium and won a game of Fortnite on the Jumbotron. Like, Fortnite was on top of the world at this time. Being FaZe at this time felt like you're a Hollywood star. It took off in the way that I didn't even imagine when I first joined FaZe. I knew it was gonna go places, but I didn't think it was gonna result to us being in a mansion in the hills of LA.
Stop looking at chat, stop breathing. Hey, how about I do us all a favor, Cam? See you in 10 minutes, eh? Yeah. You're in my chat, man.
LA. We're talking Justin
My
Bieber's
domain.
old house. There were times where I was up there where I'm like, oh my gosh, this is why I stayed in FaZe. This is why I believed in FaZe, because I knew it wasn't just 4 letters and it's just like a gaming team. I knew that we were gonna evolve into something like this. I didn't know it was gonna be to that extent, but I knew that something was gonna come out of being in FaZe. But man, being on that balcony on the Clout House at night with all of your homies in that house and just overlooking the view, and you're like, damn, like we made it. At this time, FaZe was getting a little too big. And what I mean by that is the OGs weren't as involved as they used to be. And the fans started losing that personal connection they had with FaZe. Things just didn't feel the same as it used to when FaZe was first coming up. Fast forward.
Hello, your streams are cool. I'm hoping that says cool. Thank you, bro. Shout out to you, Scissors. Sizzo. We'll call you Sizzo for now. Unless I'm getting it wrong, please correct me. You know what I mean. But yeah, Sizzo, shout out to you, bro.
A couple years, Banks wanted to bring back that original feeling to FaZe Clan. So
I just got sunned. I just got one guy. And you know what's worse? I have a weird, like, I have a strong feeling this is Cam. Shout out Cam. No, this might be scripted. Hey, we might have to ban you too, bro. We might have to ban you too, bro. You can't be working with the ops right now. We might have to send you out for a bit as well. So be careful what you say now. Be careful what you say now.
he went and found some talented streamers, brought them all together and said, hey, this
I don't know,
is
Cam,
the new
that's
phase.
a good answer.
I got one of my best friends, Lacey.
Hey, Rug. Hey.
Good. When Banks brought the new phase together, did you know everyone in the group, or like how did that come about? Like how did you guys all decide that you're gonna just become the new phase?
I think that whole thing's a little misconstrued to the internet. Banks didn't really bring us together. It was more Kason and Rage. I personally got hit up by Ron. Ron hit me up. He was like,
this guy's conspiring with it. You know, let me forget chat right now. Let me
like, yo, FaZe is trying to start.
Let me finish the video. We got 10 minutes
Kason and Rage are getting Max, Silky. At the time, I didn't even know who these people were. I didn't know who Max and Silky were because I was like only a Fortnite. They're gonna live in a house in Miami. Kason wants you to live in a house in LA with me and Jason. So it was me, Ron, Jason, LA, Max, Silky, Kason, Rage, Miami. There's supposed to be two separate houses.
Yo, Cam. Cam Empire. Hey, bro, if you want the raid, start speaking with some respect, bro. Honestly, bro. If you want the raid, hey, I need some respect right now, Cam. If you want that raid, come on, bro. Act correct.
First, when this got announced, the internet was not happy about it. Like, they did not think that this was FaZe Clan. They didn't think it was going to work. People were just being negative.
I heard about this, but you're not streaming? Oh. I heard about this. Everyone was hating on the new FaZe. I know I wasn't hating because I never knew about them until I saw the... I actually don't know. You ain't hear about it in stream. You know what? Yeah, I'm done. Send you out as well for 5 minutes.
They didn't give it a chance.
When we all got announced, you see the comments, you know, oh, like, this isn't gonna work, just a bunch of random people who aren't gonna work together. What has FaZe become? Obviously, it gives you like a fire under yourself. Where it's like, okay, prove all these people wrong. Like, they're all doubting us.
Me, when I saw that, I was hyped because during all these years, I'm still grinding out here in San Diego. So, you know, having new people come to the team that I'm in, I was genuinely so excited to meet them, connect with them, film with them, stream with them, and just build a new friendship. And that's exactly what happened. I remember the iconic Banks versus Nade Shot Rust 1v1. That event was insane, and that's where I met all the new guys at.
Oh, wow.
It's FaZe Banks! Oh my god! And just like when I met the OGs when I first joined FaZe, we clicked right away. I mean, these guys are so funny. We immediately connected. A lot of them actually watched my videos, which was cool because they were like the new generation, you know, so they were a little bit younger. I know, I'm Unc, I'm almost 30, I get it. It was immediate friendship when we first met. The numbers were going crazy for FaZe. All the streamers were going insane. As a group, they all just clicked and connected. And I was so happy because before Banks brought this new FaZe, I had no purpose or really any reason to go up to LA to film or like go to a FaZe house because there was no FaZe house. I finally found a reason to go to LA again, and I would start going way more than I ever did in my life because I loved filming with the guys. I loved streaming with them, and at the same time, Adapt, who's been my friend for 15 years now, started streaming, and he got into his second arc. He got that second wave. He's absolutely crushing it. So that was another big reason for me to go up, just kick it with Adapt and kick it with all the new guys, and it felt good. Everything felt amazing. It felt like FaZe was back on top. FaZe won back-to-back Organization of the Year at the Streamer Awards.
And the Streamer Award goes to FaZe Clan.
I've been a part of this for almost 15 years now, y'all. A part of FaZe.
15 years.
I think I can confidently say. I think I can confidently say this is the most proud I've ever been of where FaZe is at. Everybody on the stage. I want to thank you guys so much for voting for us.
I just realized the first time I heard of the new FaZe Clan was when Rage joined, because at the time I was watching Casanat, Rage, and Bruce, and they all like split apart to do their own thing. So yeah,
For believing in us. It means so much to me. Thank you guys. And yeah, FaZe up.
Mission accomplished. Banks brought back what everyone wanted. That feeling of a group of friends just coming together and making fun content. I could talk about them for a long time, but you know, fast forward to December of 2025, Christmas Day, everyone left FaZe.
Christmas
Ron,
Day as well.
Lacey, Jason, Silky, Adapt. When I saw Adapt tweet that he left FaZe, my soul left my body, bro. I was like, yo, like this is serious. This is real. Adapt, who was part of FaZe for 12 years, just left FaZe Clan.
I mean, it was hard. Honest, it felt like a breakup. It was really hard.
It was sad, bro. This Christmas was so sad.
The whole decision was a pretty quick decision, you know, over the course of a week and a half.
Yeah.
Talks that led to that decision being made have been going on in the background for 6 months. It felt like a sinking ship. It just had to happen. We were just kind of like delaying it as much as possible because we wanted to stay. We wanted
yeah, you want to make it work, you know?
Yeah. I was in LA and it was probably a mixture of things. I didn't get to go home for Christmas because my flights got canceled.
Yeah, damn.
I couldn't get a flight home to see my family, so I was alone at the house.
I've been a part of FaZe since 2011. It's been half my life, literally 14 to 29. It's always been a very personal thing for me. Over the years, anytime anybody disses FaZe or like comes at FaZe, like it really bothers me. There's been a lot of like scandals over the years, you know, me and you both. I don't think thankfully I've been involved in them, but we both get, you know, we've been on the receiving end of like the hate for it. It's like FaZe feels like my little child. So once it got like sold and then rebought and then like again the same thing happened. For me, like since then, I've been slowly like, you know, letting go of my child in a way where it's like in the sense where I just accepted the reality, like I don't know what the future is gonna be. When the streamers came on and everything started going well again, it was really cool to see. I was very glad to see the logo and like FaZe in a good light again. You know, everybody talked about it positively again, because for many years it was all negative. I did not expect what happened to happen that quickly. When Adapt left, I was like, when Adapt left, I was like, oh, this is really GG's.
FaZe to Brian was everything. It was a family, it was friendship, it was an opportunity, it was everything. Like Brian grew into something and it all started with FaZe. I think having also like the good group of FaZe guys that were around him, like they gave him friendship. They all went through this together. For example, him and Adapt. I met Adapt so long ago and I'll never forget this. The first time I met him, I was like, oh, hi, I'm Kaylin. Never saw Adapt again for maybe like, I don't know, 2 or 3 years. And then when I saw him again, I was like, hi, I'm Kaylin. He's like, yeah, I know. And I was like, oh, you remember me? Adapt always made me feel welcome. I can only imagine how he made Brian feel. Adapt was there for him. He called him anytime he needed somebody. When he wanted a friend, when he wanted to play a game, when he wanted someone to hang out with, Adapt was always that person for for him. And I'm so glad that Brian has a friendship like that still to this day.
The next day I had a trip to Big Bear planned with my family that I had planned for a month, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like please don't let this ruin my trip. I want to disconnect. I want to just, you know, enjoy this trip. It's the holidays, but this is a big moment. Like all of my friends are leaving this team that I've been in for 13 years. Like what's gonna happen? What am I gonna do? Like, do I have to leave? Like what's going on? And I remember when I was in Big Bear, I saw that Apex announced his departure from FaZe, and Apex was a part of FaZe from the beginning. He was one of the founders of FaZe. I want to know this, and I'm sure the viewers want to know, and I don't know if you even know, but like what's next for FaZe Apex? And yes, FaZe Apex.
I'm exploring. Here's the thing, right? We've been doing the same thing for 15 years. My whole life has been building FaZe. Never worked a job before FaZe.
Same.
Never really done anything outside of this space. Over the last few months, I've been learning new skills, new things. Obviously still internet culture and like content, and you know, it's hard to get away from this when you do it your whole life.
For sure.
But I'm just exploring some things. We'll see. I really don't know the answer 100%. I'm starting a few different, you know, little projects or businesses on the side. We'll see what I enjoy. I really don't know.
In terms of what's next, you know, all the guys, me, Jason, Silky, Ron, Adapt, Kason, we're all sticking together. All the guys that were in the new FaZe. So definitely a lot of big stuff coming soon from all of us. We're gonna continue living together, making content, and who knows, maybe there'll be a new group.
So it was me, Scope, and Jev left in FaZe Clan, and I was in Big Bear, and I knew I had to do it. Dude, I'm literally shaking. It's just reliving a sad moment. It's like, it just happened. It's so fresh. So like putting myself back into that environment is like, bro, I was on vacation. That was a trip for sure. Trip that I will never forget.
Brian leaving FaZe and being with him in that moment where everything was actually happening, it was pretty crazy. Like I remember we were on a vacation as a whole family. Everybody was there present. Me, all my cousins, you know, we were all hanging out, and you just saw Rug was just like on calls with this person, that person, and stressing out. He kept going in his room and coming out trying to have a good time. Another phone call.
No. The bit rate is fading. Where's it going? Where's it going? Bit rate. Yoo-hoo.
Going to his room, talking.
Was I just on a better quality? There was no way I was on 40. My computer can handle that? Oh yeah, I thought the same. Oh.
And I would tell him, I'm like, yo, bro, like, I think you should just relax, enjoy the vacation, and worry about this later. I could tell he didn't want to leave, but it was just kind of the position he was put into where everybody else left. So he kind of felt like he had no choice. But I did feel bad for my brother, because if it was up to him, he loved being in FaZe. For 13 years being in FaZe, my brother's only 29 years old. So that's like pretty much half his life dedicated to one organization. So it was pretty crazy seeing it unfold right then and there in front of my eyes. And I wasn't too worried. I wasn't too concerned, because I know that the love my brother has and all the supporters, they're not with him for what his YouTube name is, FaZe Rug or Rug. They're with him for him and the content he produces and the person he is. So I knew whether he left FaZe or not, he's gonna be fine regardless, but it was still a crazy moment. Like I said, 13 years in FaZe and then just to leave out of nowhere, it was definitely crazy for me and the whole family.
When I found out that Brian was leaving FaZe, we were on a family vacation with his whole family, and we were in Big Bear, and we were trying to enjoy our time. Me and Brian had conversations about what was going on with FaZe, and he was telling me of like what's going on, and he doesn't know what to do, and he loves FaZe so much, but all his friends are leaving, and if everybody leaves FaZe, then there's no FaZe anymore. It was sad. It was just like a sad day overall. We were all just kind of like, wait, there's no way that this is real. It was kind of shocking.
Bro, stop, bro. Can't believe this.
Tell them what you're doing.
Bro, stop.
Seriously,
I'm leaving FaZe, bro.
This is a sad day. I haven't seen you smile in the last 20 hours.
I know, bro.
Hours!
Like, just stressful.
Because like it's an emotional roller coaster.
Yeah, bro. Guys, I've been in FaZe for 13 years, and it's like officially come to an end.
Damn.
I posted the tweet, the internet went crazy. I was sad. I had a lot of emotions. I remember after that, like my family was trying to cheer me up, and they're like, let's go bowling. So like we went bowling. It was pretty fun. It kind of got my mind off things, except for the fact that I was glued onto my phone the whole time. Ended up leaving FaZe. After that, Scope left FaZe, Jev left FaZe, and FaZe posted an announcement that it's the end of an era. But just to be clear with everyone, FaZe Esports is its own thing. So FaZe Esports is still alive. I'm still gonna be rooting for FaZe. You know, it's FaZe up forever. It's just that the content side of things, there's no more FaZe members left for now, at this moment. And I say that being optimistic because I hope one day in the future that the trash driver would just wait till I finish saying the sentence. Yeah, I'm just being optimistic. You know, I'm hoping one day
FaZe Clan, just give me a call.
FaZe as a group can come back, but you just never know. And if it doesn't come back, it's okay because it's still a part of my legacy and it'll always be a part of my life, no matter what. It's not just gonna vanish and disappear. Like, it's a part of my story and I'm gonna embrace it because it changed my life single-handedly. The amount of love and outpouring support that I received after leaving FaZe made it a lot easier for me because, you know, it felt like a breakup and it was very, very hard to go.
Here we go. Fucking bitrate crash. What is wrong with my stuff today, bro? My bitrate's not rating. Why am I disconnecting?
Go through. I'm still going through it. I still wake up and I'm like, wait, I'm not in FaZe? Like, it's so weird. I have to thank you guys so much because the support that I received on social media genuinely helped a lot. And you guys, you know, you guys are making this a lot easier for not just me, but all the other FaZe guys that were involved in this. So thank you guys for everything. Like, it's a sad moment in history, but you know, I'm still here. I'm still gonna be doing the same thing that I'm doing, making videos. It's a new chapter. I'm excited for you guys to, you know, come along with me and still be here supporting me. So thank you guys, for real.
For Brian, the sky is the limit. With or without FaZe, Brian has the talent, the drive, the energy, the work ethic. This guy can do anything that he wants. There's no limit to what he can do.
I mean, Brian leaving FaZe, I know it's hard on him. FaZe did help him a lot, but remember, it was Brian that who worked hard to get where he is. 100% I see Brian doing the same thing, if not more. And when you guys subscribe, it was to Brian Awadis. I know it was FaZe Rug, but it's the same person that is gonna keep making videos and entertaining people and make it alive.
Actually,
I have
you
100% faith
Brian Rug or Rug. Nah, let me stop talking.
that he's gonna do the same and more.
Nothing is gonna change.
No.
Brian's being Brian. He's gonna continue the hard work and he's gonna grind. Everything's gonna be the same. He's gonna still make great YouTube videos for you guys.
So now the ultimate question, what's next? What is my life going to be after FaZe? So the short answer to that is nothing is gonna change. The only difference is not being FaZe Rug. Those 4 letters aren't going to change the type of content that I post. It's not going to take away the friendships that I developed through FaZe Clan. It's not going to change anything. In fact, I feel very motivated right now going into the new year. You know, although I'm just Rug now, technically I feel like I'll always be FaZe Rug at heart. The future is bright and I am very excited for you to join me on this new era and new chapter of my life. And I know we're going to be doing big things this year. I'm really looking forward to seeing what's next for myself as well. This is all very fresh to me, but all I know is, you know, not being in FaZe isn't actually going to change much on the content side of things, and all good things come to an end, and once one chapter closes, a new one opens, and you guys are here for it. So I am very grateful for you guys that you have stuck with me, you know, from the beginning, or even if you're a newcomer to the channel or if you discovered me, you know, 5 years ago. Thank you for sticking with me and trusting my vision, trusting my content, and just constantly supporting me because like I said, that has gotten me through a lot. So your words mean the world to me. Man, let's crush it. Let's get to 30 million subs this year. That's my first goal, and I got plenty more to come. So I love you guys. FaZe Rug out. I mean, okay, I need to stop joking about it. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. And other than that, it's been your boy Rug, and I'm out. Peace.
Damn, bro. RIP to the Rug. RIP to the Rug. Damn, bro. FaZe Rug out of commission just like that. But yeah, man.